How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well, and thank you for joining me for another video down at the local day ticket. It's still Wednesday the 4th of March and it's just before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so this is going to be the last video I get to make today. I'm going to spin you around, show you where I am, we're going to go through what we're doing, and let's see how this one goes. So let's have a little look at the rod set then, because it hasn't changed. It's been like it all day and like it normally is here, and that's a £15 KORDA subline coming down to a length of dark matte tungsten tubing, down to a KORDA run sleeve, size 8 quick change swivel, and a 3-ounce gripper lead. That's going to be wrapped in the spicy sausage paste. All three rods are the same. Now I'm going to show you the rig, hook baits, etc., and I'll show you rod setup, and we'll get some in and see if we can catch a fish on this, because as it stands the lake looks lifeless and nobody's catching anything, so it would be great to get one on these today. So what we're going to be using bait and rig wise is the spicy sausage hard hookers from Pure Cut Baits. This is the first time I've used these down here, so I'm looking forward to see how they do. The lake's fishing terrible, so it's not the best chance to give them first time out, but we shall see. But you'll see two are going to be fished with singles, one's going to be fished with doubles on the standard blowback rig that I use a lot for bottom bait fishing. It's a size 5 thinking anglers wide gate curve point hook and the KORDA dark matter sinking braid. I've actually used these rigs on this morning's video I made. All the hooks are still sharp, so I'm just reusing them. I've got the matching spicy sausage pellets in a bag there, and I've got the matching spicy sausage paste, which is going to get wrapped around the lead. That's it, simple fishing, no freebies, just that's going out in the lake, and let's see if we can catch a fish. So I thought I'd show you just the end result. You'll see a load of paste wrapped around that lead, the bag that slid down covering the hook so it can't tangle, and just a single bait. There's going to be no freebies going out because there is no free offerings made of this flavour yet, so it is literally a single sort of hook bait approach with a small bag and some paste wrapped around the lead. I'm going to get the right hand rod out, which is going to go sort of down by that tree there, and then I'm going to have a quick chat with my mate Paul, the decorator. He's popped down hoping to see someone who's not here, so I'm going to have a quick catch up with him, and then I'll sort the other two rods out and we'll get those in as well. That's the right hand rod in and sorted, all set on the buzzer. I've actually pasted the other two rods up, got them all ready to go whilst having a chat with Paul. He's a regular at Fisheries. He's come for a walk around after work. I think he was hoping to see if his friend was down here fishing or not, but he doesn't seem to be here. But I think he's going to come back and have a go tomorrow now, so good luck, mate, if you do come down, because at the minute it's fishing pretty crap. But hopefully tomorrow's a different day, or hopefully this video is a different day, you know, because up to now it's been a very, very slow day. So it's about, what is the time actually? Let's have a look. It's getting on. So it's 20 to 4. So by the time I get those in, it's going to be about 4:45. So it's got to 5:45 basically to go. So we're going to give it 2 hours. I'm going to give it the first hour here and then make a decision. If we've had some action, I'll stay in here. If we haven't, I may well move and have the last hour on the long lake just to try and get a fish out of there, because yeah, if we don't get one out of here, it's doubtful we'll get one out of there, but you never know. But for now, let's get both those rods in. You'll see the left hand one, or you might be able to see, that's got the double bait on. That's going to go down sort of in here, and the middle one is going to go out in the centre of the lake. So let's get these other two rods out. That's all three rods out now. The left one, I've slackened it off a little bit just because I want the sort of line to sink a bit, just to see if it helps. The middle, the line's fished pretty bowstring tight out because I'm trying to keep the line out of the lake. So if the fish come in close, they're not going to sort of hit that line cutting through the swim from the middle rod. So I'm fishing the tip up high as always, but the line's not entering the water till it's sort of past where the left and right hand rod's fishing. Just trying to conceal my line the best I can. I mean, I don't think it'll make too much of a difference getting a bite out in the middle of the lake. A lot of people fish tight lines here and they catch all the time, so I'm just trying not to sort of blow my chances on the left rod by fishing it going through the swim. So I'm going to leave you watching the rods now, and we'll keep an eye on the time. Okay, so we'll say 20 to 4. So at 20 to 5, we'll have a rethink what we're doing. I'm not going to recast them, nothing like that. They're either going to go or they're not. You know, it's the first time using it in here. There's loads of paste around the lead. The pellets will melt nicely. The hard hookers smell amazing. The rig, 100% confidence in the rig. It just depends if there is any fish up here, which I imagine there is, and whether they fancy it or they don't, you know. So let's see how it goes. Well, you've been on the stand watching the rods and nothing has happened, but I thought I'd just bring you back and show you the wind. It's picking up speed. It's not meant to get heavy, but it seems to be increasing, and it's blowing right down into where I'm fishing, you know. So if any fish drift on that wind, they're going to end up in front of me, which is great, because if they do, I'm really, really confident that one of these rods on this video will go off, because all I can smell is that spicy sausage. Where I've wrapped the paste around the lead, that's all I can smell. I've got the hook bait sort of glug all over my fingertips as well, and that's all I can smell standing here. It really is that powerful. I mean, I don't know if you can go too powerful with something and it works against you, I don't know, but those fish 100% will smell that bait. So I'm hoping, yep, that right hand rod's just had a bounce. That just had a bit of a twitch. I'm actually going to pause this clip, put you on the stand just in case something happens. That's you on the stand now, just in case something happens, because that rod tip definitely knocked. It could have been a roach hitting the line, it could have been a fish swimming through the swim and brushing into the line. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing there for the fish to be getting their heads down feeding on, because I've put no bait in this swim and I've been in it since 11 o'clock this morning, and I've put no free bait out. So all that's actually out there is the hook baits with the little bags of pellets. So yeah, I'm hopeful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave you watching the rods for a while again now. Let's see what the time is. Crikey, it's already gone past 4 o'clock. It's 3 minutes past 4. So we've got less, oh, what have we got, 40 minutes left basically to get a fish out of here, else we're going to be moving. So fingers crossed something happens. You might be able to see I've wound all 3 rods in. All the paste has come back perfect, hook baits have come back perfect, etc. The time is 12 minutes past 4. I know I said 4:45 I'm going to make a decision. I've already made it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy being in here. You know, that little rod top knock I had, that could have quite easily been a roach. I've seen no signs to tell me that there's any carp this end of the lake since I've been in here. I've been in here since 11 o'clock this morning. You know, so we're now 5 hours I've been in a swim, and there's nothing here to tell me that there's any fish here. I've not seen any signs. I'm running out of time. I need to make the most of it. So I'm going to decide where I'm moving to, and I'll bring you back in the next swim, maybe on the next lake even. It might be the other lake, I don't know. But I'll bring you back when I'm in the next swim, and we'll get those rods back out again, exact same procedure, and we'll see what happens. So I'll see you when I've moved. So I've decided we're going to come and finish out my time on the long lake. This lake is so far up in water, it's unreal. I've managed to get my bank sticks in, but these steps here, don't know if I can sort of even show you. The edge of the swim is right out there, so the water is a long way back. You know, it's just, there's a lot of extra water in here that shouldn't be in here. So I imagine in the middle that's probably 17-18 feet deep at the moment. So we're just going to repeat the process. I've got 3 of the bags all set ready to go. If I sort of just have a wander back up the bank without bloody falling over. Right, rods, they're all lent up, like I say. Bit of paste all up the rod and up the tubing on the move, but I'm sure that'll wash off. A little bit of paste has got knocked off here, but we'll repair that. But I'm going to get some bags sorted on the rods, put you on the stand here, we'll flick them out. I think we're going to fish one sort of in the edge, one a third of the way out, and one halfway out. That's it. Just see what happens. I mean, the chances of getting one out of here in the time I've got left is very slim. However, that was a fish. Right, better get some rods out then, haven't we? So I'm actually going to put the right hand rod 2/3 of the way across now, because that's where fish showed opposite me, so it'd be silly not to put a rig on its head, wouldn't it? Time to get the middle rod out. Now time for the left hand rod. That's 3 rods out, and I'm just going to sort of show you. Look at that. I'm not happy about that. When you look at my rod tips and you don't like seeing them high in the air, this is the role reversal, you know. A lot of anglers, they fish this way. That's their normal go-to way. I haven't got a problem with it, but it just, for me, it's not for me. I don't like it, you know. I just can't get my head around it. I've fished with my tips up for so many years now. Seeing them like this, I don't like it. But it is what it is, you know. The water level, look at it. Like I say, my rod tips, they're not even at the end of the swim. And the left hand rod, I need to point out, it's not down here. I did sort of chuck it in here. It's not there, because the line hit the edge of the swim on the way down to where I'd cast in. So I thought, you know, I've got to wind it in. I wound it in, hooked a fresh bag on. I didn't show the recast, but it's 2/3 of the way, and it's out sort of in front of that opening of the reeds where that swim is. So I've got 2 rods fishing 2/3 of the way across, and the middle rod, that's in the middle of the lake. So the left and right hand rod 2/3 across, the middle rod is right in the centre of the lake, and that felt deep. I don't know what I think is going to happen on the time I've got here. I mean, probably nothing, but it would be an awesome way to start using this bait here, to come on here and have one out of here when I've been on that main lake and I've not had a bite on there since 8 o'clock, you know. It's probably a silly move on my part, but I don't feel I've got anything to lose, because I can sit on there for the rest of the day and nothing's going to happen. So we shall see. But while I'm having a little waffle, I will just say, as always, to you lot, thank you for the support you give the channel in whatever way you are supporting me. All you subscribers, thank you very much. You're supporting me in the strongest way possible. If you're new to the channel or not yet subscribed, please have a look and consider it. It doesn't cost you any money and there's no contract. It just helps my channel grow, as does you lot that regularly view, comment, like, share the videos. You're helping the channel grow by keeping me in the algorithm band, so thank you very much for that. And all you lot that are hyping the videos now, you're making it more appealing and a wider range of people discover my channel and hopefully stay on board as a result of it. So if you are hyping the videos, again, thank you very much. It really is appreciated. If you don't know how to hype a video, you slide the top comment to the left. There'll be an option to say hype this video. You press it, that's it, you're done. You get 3 a week. They don't cost you any money. You don't get any more for another week, so use them wisely and share them between whoever you watch. So if you choose to hype me, thank you very much. But we are going to get back to the fishing now. What's going to be in this video, I really don't know. I am going to sort of try and put you somewhere there and watch these rods and see if the miracle happens. And I'm going to get the kettle on, I think. So yeah, let's get you on the stand and let's see what happens. But again, thanks very much for the support. This is the best angle that I can sort of find, so you can see the rods, and if the miracle happens that we get a bite, you can see the battle and hopefully land the fish. But I imagine this water must be really, really cold in the bottom there. I mean, I'm not going to put my gauge in the edge because we're in a few inches of water, you know, so it's pointless. It's not going to read correct. And I imagine where them rigs are sitting now, that must be bloody cold, you know, and it must be dark down there. It must be dark, cold, not very pleasant. And why I even think that a fish is going to swim all that way down to pick these rigs up, I have no idea. But there's something in me saying just see it out, see the time out, you just never know. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get the kettle on, like I said. I'm going to leave you watching these, and if anything happens you'll see it, and if it doesn't, I guess not really much to show you, is there? You have been on that stand watching these rods, and sadly nothing has happened. I didn't expect it to, but it's great to actually see a fish. I've not seen one on the main lake all bloody day show. Come on here, didn't even get my rods out, and one just topped. It weren't a big fish, but it didn't have to be. It was a sign, you know. I reckon I've got about 20 minutes of light left. It might not look it on the screen. It might look a lot lighter than it is, because it normally does on this bloody phone. But I reckon I've got 20 minutes. It's going to be dark, and then I'm going to be gone. And while I think about it, my upcoming sessions here, they may well be sort of a couple of hours after work into dark, because I'm really struggling to get any days off. I'm really lucky to have today off, how it's worked out, and it's just a shame that the video before this and this one, they've not been great. I mean, the first one wasn't particularly great. There was a fish in it, or a couple of fish I should say, but yeah, for how long I've been down here, it's been a really slow, difficult day, and it's just a shame the content suffers because of it. But it is what it is, you know. It's what's happened. It's important to put the content out and show the good days, the bad days, etc., because we all get them. But I'm just sort of like pre-warning you that you're going to get a video as and when I can get here after work, and it's going to be a short evening session video. But also, while I think about it, as from the 1st of April, you can actually do an evening session yourself if you wish to. They do an evening ticket. I think it starts at 4 PM and you get till 9 PM, because the gates then open till 9 PM at night from the 1st of April. So it is worth coming down if you've got 3-4 hours spare after work. You know, it's every chance of a fish. Gets you out, doesn't it? That's what I'm going to be doing. Gonna probably concentrate on this lake a bit more than the other lake, because like I say, it's a bit busy on there now. It's going to get really busy now the weather's improved and the days are getting longer. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of fishing on this one. 2 rods only. I'm going to drop down to 2 now. I don't think you need 3. Drop it down to 2 and just travel light and see what we can do in the evenings, because it would be nice to come and bang a few fish out after work before going home, you know, because I don't really do that sort of fishing, do I? I'm either an overnight person or a full day angler or a session. I don't normally do 2-3 hours after work. So that's going to be something new that I'm going to introduce into my fishing. Hopefully it's going to go well, and you lot are going to think, yeah, do you know what, that's worth it, we'll have a go, and as a result you get out more often and you catch more fish than you would have done. But for now, I'm just going to put you back on the stand. We're going to see the rest of the time out. I very much doubt anything's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think we are going to draw a blank on this one, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So I'll put you on the stand. If anything happens, you'll know about it, and if it doesn't, I'll probably see you for an outro. Well, you'll hear the geese flying overhead. They're off for the day. I'm not going to be much longer because the time is 5:45. It's getting dark really quick. This will be the last time you see these rods, because I very much doubt anything's going to happen. The next clip will most likely be an outro. But before that happens, something I just want to pick up on, because somebody did private message me a couple of weeks back asking how I managed to get in this fishery before 8 o'clock when it doesn't open till 8, and how I've been here a couple of times after 4 o'clock when the gate's shut at 4. That's because I'm a season ticket holder. There is a few people on here that are season ticket holders. If you're interested in one, when Frank the bailiff comes round, just say to him, mate, can I go on the waiting list for a season ticket? Because there isn't any available. I can tell you that now. There is no season tickets available, unless somebody's dropped theirs that I don't know about. But you go on a waiting list. I think you kind of have to fish here a little bit, you know. You can't just turn up for one day session or one weekend and be like, right, I want a season ticket. You kind of, they have to get to know you and sort of how you go about your fishing and how you sort of treat the fishery itself, and you know, just general etiquette and stuff like that. And after you've been here a while, or you've been here a few times, if one comes up, you get offered it. Basically, that's how it works, you know. And that's how I get in here before the gates open, because I can let myself in and out. I don't take the piss by coming in at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, or coming in late at night, or nothing like that. I'm within the hours. I'm not too far out of them, because I only day fish. Haven't actually ever done a night on here, I don't think. At some point this summer I'm going to just do the odd night here and there, just to see how it does actually fish at night. And I'm also gonna I'm trying to move around swims as well. I'm trying not to go in the same spot all the time, even though it might seem like it. I'm not, because I don't want to deprive other people coming here of going in what are the hotter swims. But on that main lake, to be fair, once the weather warms up, you can catch from any peg, you know. They're all hot swims. It's just at the minute some swims are better than others, and I'm trying to get myself in a spot where I can, one, catch a fish myself, because at the end of the day I don't come out to make videos, I come out to go fishing. I just film my sessions, what I'm doing, what my approach is. I do videos that people request, can you try this, can you try that, as a sort of thank you and giving something back for people supporting the channel by watching and taking the time to comment, etc. You know, so I kind of need to put myself in a position where I can actually stand a chance to catch something myself, put a fish on the video as well, and just sort of like go about my day. But I don't want to hog a swim and take it away from someone who might get here once a month, and it means a lot to them to sort of get in that area, you know. So I am going to start moving around a hell of a lot more, you know, and I'm probably going to concentrate on this lake as well now, come away from the main lake, let sort of the people that like the better weather have their fill on it, let them have their time on it, and then come the autumn winter time I'll start moving back on there again when it quietens down again, and sort of maybe spend a summer on here, because I do like this lake, you know, and it's a lot more difficult. And if I do the viewer requests on here in the evenings like I mentioned, the chances are a lot of them will be blanks, because it's a more difficult lake. But it's, I don't know, I have to sort of put my own fishing into it as well. I don't want to go on that main lake when it's chock-a-block with people, because I just don't think it fishes as well. It's still, you still catch fish, but not to the level that when it's empty. And this lake gets neglected by a lot of people. They don't like it. So yeah, I just thought I'd clear that one up. But anyway, that's enough bloody waffling. I hope it answers the question if you was thinking that and you've not mentioned anything. And thank you for the person messaging me, because it's prompted me to explain the situation that I have. So hopefully that clears it up and people aren't sitting there thinking, no, because he does videos he gets special privileges and all that. That's bollocks. I don't get anything. Okay, I've paid a season ticket just like everybody else does who's got a season ticket on here. It just means I can come and go as I please, and it benefits me for what I'm doing. So that's that. But I guess the next thing will be an outro, because let's face it, I've got about 5 minutes left and it's time to wind them in. So if anything happens in that 5 minutes, you'll know about it. If it doesn't, I'll see you for the outro. You'll see there's one solo rod there, one net left. That was the right hand one, the one I threw on top of that fish's head. Nothing did happen, but I was stubborn, stuck it out. It's just gone 6 o'clock, but to no avail, unfortunately. So I will get that rod in, packed away, and I'll spin around and do an outro. Well, that brings me to the end of my day, and it's been a long one, an enjoyable one, because I should have been at work, so it's a bonus being on the bank, albeit a bit frustrating that not much fish activity. I mean, this video and the previous one, if you watched it, there's been nothing in it, and the first video of the day, there was only 2 when there should have been a lot more, but it's just how the day's gone, you know. I don't know when I'm going to be back here next. It might be a week. I might be able to get an after work sort of evening session in, like I mentioned, later this week, but that's pretty doubtful. It'll probably be mid to late next week that I get back here. But I'll be back as soon as I can, because yeah, I want to get going on this long lake now and see what we can get out of it. But if you're out and about on the bank yourself, I hope you're being a little bit more lucky than I've been today. And again, thanks for watching. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe, hype and all that business. And I'll see you when I'm out and about on the bank next. Until then, take care.